Shrimp is the top seafood consumed in the United States. More than 109 million pounds were landed along Louisiana's coast in 2014 alone, and there were more than 5,000 commercial shrimp license holders in the state. However, the shrimp that local fishermen bring to the dock are not always the shrimp that land in your grocery store or other retailer. Louisiana wild-caught shrimp compete in the marketplace with farm-raised shrimp, many of which are imported from Asia or South America. In fact, over 80% of the shrimp consumed in the United States is imported. The label on the shrimp package or the seafood counter can give you a lot of information about the shrimp you are purchasing. First, U.S. Department of Agriculture requires the country of origin labeling, or COO. Every box, bag, or seafood counter must provide the COO for the shrimp. However, COO should not be confused or mistaken for country or location of processing. Some labels will show that the shrimp was processed or distributed by a local company. The COO will still tell you if it is domestic or imported shrimp, as some U.S. companies still process and distribute imported shrimp. The COO rule only requires the country of origin, not the state. So labels are not required to differentiate between Louisiana and North Carolina shrimp, for example. The names of the company, distributor, or brand name should not be confused with the country of origin. In addition to the country of origin and the distributor, the label should list the weight and product type. The shrimp must be labeled to tell the consumer if it is wild-caught or farmed, or otherwise it's an aquacultured product. Any Louisiana shrimp, and almost all other domestic U.S. shrimp, will be wild-caught, while the majority of imported shrimp are farmed. However, there are a few companies farming shrimp in the United States. The label may tell you if the product is head-on, head-off, or peeled. Head-on will be whole shrimp with the shell. Head-off is shrimp tails in the shell. Peeled will have neither the head nor the shell, and deveined will be peeled shrimp with the dark vein taken out. The label or packaging may also give a count. A count is the number of shrimp needed to make 1 pound. So a smaller count means the shrimp in the package are larger size. For example, 1620 means it takes 16 to 20 shrimp to make 1 pound, while 3135 means 31 to 35 shrimp are needed to equal 1 pound. Shrimp are often treated post-harvest. Some shrimp are treated with sulfites to prevent a naturally occurring discoloration that arises when shrimp are exposed to air. Sulfites are a known allergen for a small segment of the population, so the FDA requires them to be listed on packaging. Other compounds to prevent this black spot, such as Everfresh and PrawnFresh, are sulfite-free, and shrimp treated with these products do not need to be labeled. Tripolyphosphate is used in many frozen foods to prevent dehydration or freezer burn. Foods containing this compound should also be labeled. Finally, all of these shrimp products come in a variety of packaging, including vacuum-packed, individual quick frozen, previously frozen, and thawed at the counter. Many consumers think that at the seafood counter they want fresh, never frozen shrimp. However, freezing technology has come a long way. Shrimp can be frozen within minutes of leaving the water, trapping in freshness and quality with techniques such as plate freezing. High-quality frozen shrimp is often preferred, unless you can buy shrimp at the dock within hours of being caught. The next time you are looking to buy some of the top consumed seafood in the country, take notice of all the different information the label provides.